perform with an essentials workout for you today. As you probably know, our essentials workouts are designed to be lower impact and more basic versions of all of our foundational movement patterns. So if you're just getting into exercise, if you have any joint ache or pain, or if you're just working on perfecting your form before adding a more advanced version on it, essentials is for you. We're gonna do 6 different exercises, some cardio, some strength. You're gonna perform them for 30 seconds of hard work and then 30 seconds of rest. You're gonna get through all 6 exercises and then you're gonna take a 2-minute break and you're gonna repeat that circuit 3 more times. So a total of 4 times through 6 exercises with a 2-minute break in between each one. We're gonna start out with some pull aparts. So you're gonna grab a band, any kind will do, handles, circular band, flat band from therapy, whatever you have. The farther apart your arms are, the easier this is gonna be. So if your band is too easy for you, choke up on it a little bit, get some more tension in there. You're gonna grab the band with your palms down, core nice and tight, glutes squeezed, bringing your arms behind you, squeezing your shoulder blades back and down, keeping tension as you come forward. So you should never get to a point where you have any slack in the band. Always keep a little bit of tension on it. From the side, you can see that you want to keep your torso nice and straight, so no arching through your back to do this. Really keep the ribs down, keep the glutes braced, just working on getting your shoulders to squeeze together on this. And we've got a cross crawl, so you're gonna have your hands by your ears, you're gonna rotate your body and bring your leg up so that your knee and elbow touch. You wanna do this primarily by rotating through your body and not reaching down. So if you have a hard time getting elbow to knee, just bring your hands down a little bit lower to your shoulders, or even lower down, get your forearm or your hand to touch your knee, but in some way or another, get your upper limb to touch your lower limb. Then we've got some goat bag RDLs. If you have at home a duffel bag or a backpack that you can fill with something heavy enough to do this, that would be great. I'll show you a kettlebell version if you need that instead. If you have a bag, you're holding it in the crook of your elbows. Your elbows are driving forward a little bit to raise that bag up. Knees are bent, core is braced, chest stays tall as you push your hips back and then squeeze your glutes to drive your hips forward. Ideally, your knees stay right over your ankles this whole time, so make sure you're not straightening out your legs or accidentally doing a squat. So right over the ankles, slight knee bend, pushing your hips back, driving them forward. If you don't have a bag at home, you can also use a kettlebell. Take the bottom of the kettlebell, put it right near your diaphragm there in the angle of your ribs, and then everything else about the exercise is the same. Just make sure you keep good tension on your upper back to keep that kettlebell pinned right to your body. Next, we have some line hops. So at home, if you have wood flooring or a change in flooring where you have a line you can use, that would be great. Otherwise, an imaginary line, keeping your feet together, hopping over that line from one side to the other, ideally, pretty quickly. If your body doesn't like jumping too much, if you've got knee pain or ankle pain, you can just work on stepping a little bit wider over that line from side to side as slow as you need to go for the health of your joints. Then we're gonna work on some dead bugs on the floor. The goal of the dead bug is to learn how to create stability through your core without it moving while you move your limbs. So you're gonna bring your knees up 90 degrees right over your hips. Exhale, pull the ribs down, bracing your core. Feel tension through here, pressing flat into the ground. Slowly lowering your leg down as you exhale. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, bring it back up. A little harder would be less knee bend, and then the most challenging would be fully extended leg and bringing it back up, alternating sides there. Last exercise in this circuit is going to be some squats. We're going to do these more of a cardio style, so a little less weight than you would normally use, maybe even no weight at all, so that you can go faster and get more reps in your 30-second period. So if you want to just place your hands across your shoulders, since you maybe don't have a weight, and your arms, feet are going to be a little wider than shoulder width, and then you're just going to drop your hips down and stand back up. Knees go forward towards the toes, hips go back and down, chest stays as tall as you can. You're gonna make sure squats don't end up this way, and you wanna make sure your heels don't come off the ground. So heels and big toes firmly planted, sitting down towards a box or just in the air, standing up by driving your hips forward and squeezing through your glutes. So that's your essentials workout for today. Remember, you're doing 6 stations of 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest, followed by a 2-minute break, and you're gonna do a total of 4 rounds of all of those exercises.